Hey guys, it's Convolva here, and this is the next episode of the Psytrance Collab Track series. Now, this episode is split into 4 parts. You're currently watching the first part of the episode. The next few are also going to be up on the channel pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. So, without further ado, let's get right to it.
Hey guys, what's up? What is vibration here?
Hey guys, it's Convolva here. You're watching
Psytrance Collab from scratch.
Hey guys, it's Convolva here, and today I just received the stem files from Boris, and now I am ready to start working on the track again. So I'm just going to pull up FL Studio and just gonna drop all these samples that I received from him. I'm just going into the projects here. Hang on, let me check if OBS is on. Yes, OBS is recording. Alright, so I'm gonna go to projects because I pulled it up here, and then go to Psytrance, and I think there's a folder with his name, vibration update 2 from Boris, and there it is, the RAR file. So I'm going to unzip it, extract here. By the way, if you guys hear some background sounds, with some fireworks or some kind of music playing in the background, then please bear with me, because I think there's a small celebration kind of thing going downstairs, and they're playing music and bursting firecrackers. So yeah, I'll try to mute it from time to time so that you guys don't get to hear a lot of that. So now you can see the files are getting extracted. Seems like he has renamed the stems which I sent him, and then he added Convolva Vibration Collab, as a prefix to that. So now it is Convolva Vibration Collab hyphen Convolva and Vibration Collab stems. Alright, so 7-Zip has now finally... Okay, it has not. Alright, so 7-Zip has extracted all the stems now. So I'm just going to select all of them, also the render, and drag and drop it to FL Studio. So instead of putting it down here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop to the individual tracks here, so that all of these stems are directly going into the mixer and I don't have to individually route them again. So here you can see, while I select all of them and drop it here, FL Studio has given me this dialog box which says dropped samples, and it says, do you want to create audio clips, audio tracks, or instrument tracks? So if you select audio clips, it's just going to drop all the audio clips one after the other into the timeline, and they won't be passed to the mixer into individual tracks. So all of these will be routed directly through the master, and you would have to route them back to the mixer. So instead of that, we are going to go with the second one, which is audio tracks. And yeah, now you can see that FL Studio is loading up the mixer and then individually putting them into each mixer slots. So I'm just going to fast forward this so that you guys can see a time lapse of this. Alright, so FL Studio has just put all the waveforms into individual tracks here in the timeline, as well as routed them into individual mixer slots. There are like 62 of these right now. No, not 62. The first 4 are not being used, so it is 62 minus 5, that is 57. Yeah, that's 57. Yes, maths. So I'm just going to hear the render which he has sent. He told me that the render file has all the sounds together. It's basically a render of the entire thing that he made. So instead of stressing out the hard drive, I would just play this so we can hear it, because the PC I'm working on at the moment is not Boss. The Boss PC is this one. So yeah, I'm gonna put my headphones now and just gonna hear what he has sent. By the way, this is the first time I'm hearing whatever he has made. So yeah, it's new to me as well. So here we go. It just stopped. Okay, there's more. Alright, so there's one more part here. Let's play that also. Alright, so that was the full render, and yes, this is nice. It was actually better than what I was anticipating, because there are some elements here which are new, and yeah, it's pretty good, and I like how it's progressing now. There are a couple of things which I would like to work on, like claps and snares and stuff here. So that are kind of hitting me. They're a bit loud, and I think it could be mixed slightly better. Maybe the sounds can be layered, or we can change the clap sounds which are there. Apart from that, I like how the drop progresses over here. Yeah, this is good. Maybe some subtle changes to the basses here and there, and I'll add some more sound design here and there, and maybe that would create a better sound, because the expression of the sounds is good. I like how the thing sounds at the moment, but there are a couple of sounds which sound a bit too dry, and it would sound better if I could layer them, or maybe just replace it with a similar sound but a higher quality sound and more modern sound design is what I would like to do to this. So yeah, let's get right to it. The first thing which I would want to do is save this, and this is the third update which is from me, so I'm going to create another folder, call it update 3. I'm going to save this as update 3, like Convolva and vibration collab update 3. Done. I'm gonna check what all we have here. So I'm gonna remove this render, otherwise the volume levels are just gonna go crazy, because you don't want like render playing all over again on the stems. He told me that there are some things here and there, like the kick and bass for example have been rendered into a sub mix, just in case if I need it. So there are things like that which we have to see in the stems, and make sure that we don't have multiple things playing at the same time, which have the same thing, like the kick and bass for example. So first I'm going to listen to this one. Okay, this is the kick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename it to kick, so that it's good for understanding. So I'm going to rename this as kick as well. I like how FL Studio sort of remembers the past 10 names and the colors which you assigned over here, so you can quickly select it in the channel rack as well as this one over here. So this is called kick, and let's see what this is. Oh wait, that's a hardstyle kick. Okay, great. I'm just gonna call this kicks, and this kicks is gonna be the same color, but now it's going to be called hard style kick. So I'm gonna create another time lapse for you guys so that you don't have to go through all this. Just sit back and enjoy. Alright guys, so I have sort of got all the stems ready here. I have color coded all of them, and not all of them, some of them, and renamed some of these stems here. Also, if you see here, I just made this one over here unique and sort of trimmed it here. That's the one thing that I did, because if I remove this out, you can see that it ends here abruptly. If I play it here, you can see. So I made this unique into a sample, and then sort of increase the out here so that it goes out, it fades out instead of just abruptly cutting off. So yeah, so one thing, if you notice here, the grid is all over the place, and that's because of the BPM. Right now the BPM is at 130 BPM, but the actual BPM of the track is 180. We can check that here by going into detect tempo and selecting the range as 100 to 200. We know that it is 180 because we started it at 180. It's saying the tempo for this sample has been detected as 180 BPM. So now I'm going to just hit yes, because we would like to set the tempo to be at 180 BPM. So yeah, now it's at 180, and you can see that all the kicks have sort of snapped into place. So our riser starts over here, so I'm going to add a time marker here just to stay organized. So call it riser, and starts at 17. So I'm going to make this beat. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I like how the riser is flowing towards the drop, and I like how the pre-drop sounds. The only thing I feel needs some work is what's happening over here in the beginning of the riser. I feel like there are some elements missing here and there. It could use some more sounds and expressions. Something like a vocal would probably sound good. Apart from that, timing of everything seems alright to me. We can see that the riser is like 16 bars almost. And is it 16 bars? Let me just confirm that once. 8, 16, yeah, and then we have a pre-drop of 4 bars of pre-drop, and then the drop begins. The actual drop is about 64 bars from here to here, and then there's 8 more bars, and I really like what Boris has done over here, because I think this was the section that I sent him, the drop, when I worked on this. He did some cool effects here, some cool transitions and stuff here. And then over here, he has added a section, 8-bar section, which I really like. I think it's kind of signature to his style. Yeah, after that we don't have much going on. I think the track sort of drops down. Then we have this section. This could be used as a a triplet kind of climax section where there'll be melodic elements and stuff, but I don't think it's required. But let me just clear up the space here so that it's organized. I'm gonna cut everything in between. So to do that, I'm going to use the slice tool and just cut this section here. So the drop starts over here. I'm going to just cut it over here like this, from bottom to top, and then there is this sound. What is this? I don't need that. Oh, there you are. Okay, so everything apart from this has to go away because it's just silence and we don't need so much silence. And yeah, go ahead and select all of these and delete. Yeah. It starts over here. So I'm gonna mute the fill here so that, yeah, I'm just gonna cut this over like this, cut that, bring them back. Yeah, I thought there was something over there. There were two of these. Yeah, okay. I think based on how the track has been going, this section could just be stopping over here, and we can progress to the 1/4 sections, I guess, over here. Just not sure. Listen to it one more time. Yeah, I think that would be like dragging it too long, like dragging it more than it has to go. So yeah, even though I like this section a lot, I'm just going to make a chop here and then put it back so that if there is an opportunity later to use this, then I will. Otherwise, bye bye triplet section. Okay, off you go. Oh right, we can't like move it around in the timeline because now the routing is going to change. So now it's saying that the clip is already in use, so I'm just gonna be like no. Oh crap, it's gonna do it for everyone, isn't it? I'm just gonna press escape. Oh crap, it's gonna do it for every one of those. Okay, great. Oh great, it's done. Just gonna pass it back to where it was because yeah, we don't want to change it. I see what's happening here. So I'm gonna make this into generic so it fades out properly. Alright, this is great. Now I need a down lifter kind of effect, so I'm going to go into Psytrance and look into some sample packs which I have. Sure, why not? Actually no, I think I want something which has sort of like a bass element to it. Oh, there you go, it's called an impact. Yeah, that sounds good, I guess. So the key of this track is C minor. So let's see what we can do. Gonna put patcher here so that I have some control over the sounds, and I'm gonna add autogun, don't load up. No, I don't want you. Oh come on, delete. Add a plugin. Let's add silent one. Okay, great. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, okay, fine. Just gonna remove it from there and add it into a new, I don't know, experimental synth, whatever. Let's put that there. Let's see. So I guess I will do all the work over here in the top because there are a lot of samples here in the bottom, a lot of stems, so it's hard to move around, and if I try to put anything, it's just going to put whatever sample is locked to this. So I'm just gonna work on top over here so it's easy so that doesn't happen. Okay. Just have to increase the polyphony on this so that you can have multiple notes. But before I proceed with that, I think I will get the MIDI which I sent to Boris last time, and here if you look over here, you would see Super Sauce, and Super Sauce sort of has the chord progression that we had. It goes like this. basic chord progression. Let's see if we can add something here to make it interesting, like a 7th chord. Oops. Okay. Actually, I do not like using reverb like that. Instead, what I do is I add another patcher instance inside the patcher because it gives me a lot more control over the reverb. So what I do is I use this preset which I made. It's called delay and reverb sidechain patch. And what I've done is I have a delay here and a reverb here, and they are individually going into their own EQs, and then the EQ is going into a limiter, just taking the original signal and then sidechaining this delay and the reverb, from which I have removed the dry signals in both. And then on the top I have the original signal going straight from FL Studio to FL Studio. That's the basic routing. And then there is a LUF filter to control the volume of the reverb and delay separately. Yeah, I think for the ARP it's good enough to have these 4 chords repeat.